Jared, how'd it feel to have a big game last week? Seemed like a impressive performance from our end.
It felt great to go out there and get a great team win. We were all over the place that night on defense, so felt like we went out there and handled business early on in the game.
Over this past month, what have you seen this from y'all's group, but the defense as a whole kind of turn that corner since Alabama?
Yeah, just having that spot the ball mentality and just going out there, whatever circumstance it is, and just giving our absolute best whenever we can. I think we've been a lot more consistent in the run game. I think we've rushed really well. I think we've covered tremendously, and we've been getting turnovers and really having the offenses back the past few weeks, and I think that's been great.
It's been the evolution of the defensive line. I've gotten in the backfield a lot, sacks-wise, and just pressure, especially in SEC play. What's kind of been the change there?
Yeah, I think the guys really took this offseason to heart. Obviously, we didn't end the way we wanted to end last year, and it really left a bad taste in our mouth. We felt like we could have done more, so we really put the work in, and Coach Joyner was really detailed in what he wanted and how he wanted things to go. And, I think we matched his energy with the work.
We just heard Lane talk a lot about their defense, but just talk about their offense and what you see from them so far.
They got a good team. They're good on the perimeter. They got a really good running back core. So, it'll be, it's the same as we've been facing all year, past 2 years since I've been here. It's the SEC. Everybody's got players. Everybody's got dudes. So we try to take the mindset of it's more about us and what we do and what we're not, willing to give them. And that's the mindset we're taking into this week of preparation.
And how much film do you guys watch, I guess, after a win and you're trying to turn the next page? Like, you guys had a pretty dominant performance. How much film did you guys rewatch and trying to recreate that, I guess, this week?
Hours. I mean, we watch film every day of the week, morning, come back in the afternoon, watch practice, prepare for the next day. So, film's obviously a big part of it. And the success of last week has nothing to do with this week. So, we were trying to take the same level of preparation into every week.
The defense has been able to string together a few really good performances back-to-back. Do you feel kind of like y'all are gaining some momentum on that side of the ball and gaining confidence? And what's that do for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we go out there and exude confidence. We celebrate together. We want to keep rolling. It's I'm not a big believer in momentum. I think you just go out there and play how you practice and do all the things you prepare to do. We watch tape, we visualize, and we put ourselves in these positions to make these plays, and we're not shocked when we go out there and make them. So really excited to keep things rolling with the guys.
I think you're in the exact same spot that y'all were this time last year, record-wise and everything. Is that something that comes up within the locker room with team leaders of, hey, we're right where we were a year ago, and, y'all preached we're a different team this year? Is that kind of mentality you discuss?
Yeah, we're obviously we're conscious of the past, but right now we got a whole room full of different guys on both sides of the ball, and less on offense, but especially defensively, the room is chock full of different guys from last year. So, the mindset is 2023 and what we can do to keep rolling. We got some big opponents coming up. Texas A&M is in the forefront right now, and so we're just focused on going 1-0 this week.
Jared, why don't you believe in momentum?
Well, I mean, it's not like, I'm not obviously you hit a big three in the NBA and the crowd gets pumping and now somebody gets frazzled, turns the ball over, you could call that momentum. But I just think in the grand scheme of things, I see our success as preparation-based more than momentum-based. I think, we're doing the right things during the week. We're preparing the right way. We're detailed in our film study, detailed at practice. Our scout team guys are giving a hell of a look. So I think, it'd be a shame to just call that momentum.
How would you compare the way this team is prepared? And I know you just got the last year question, but at this point in the season, does the preparation feel different now than it did a year ago?
Yeah, absolutely. PG, I feel like, has a great mindset, and he's our leader. And you know, after wins, he's just as critical as he is after our one loss. You know what I mean? So, you know, we're trying to look at every possible thing we can fix, no matter how good it is. We don't want to win to hide the errors and the mistakes that we need to fix moving forward. The less mental errors and missed assignments we can have, the better. The less missed tackles we can have, the better. We had, I think, 6 missed tackles this week, so I think that's just a testament to to the moxie of this defense and how we're handling our Tuesday practices and how we're tackling, how hard the scout team running backs and wide receivers are going and giving us that look, and yeah, just how we're preparing week in and week out.
You mentioned some big games coming up. I know Lane was preaching how talented this Texas A&M team is, but is it difficult at all to not kind of be thinking about Georgia looming, and how do you keep yourself from doing that?
It's not difficult at all. We come in and Texas A&M is on the screen, and Texas A&M is on our film study notes, and that's all we're worried about. We're looking at those guys. We're watching that tape. You know, everybody's going home at night and cutting that on the iPad. So yeah, that's all we're looking forward to right now is this week in A&M. Thank you, guys.